Cybistetes Amosharis longifolia was a monotypic genus within the Amaryllidaceae family. Its single species was Cybistetes longifolia. The genus was placed in tribe Amaryllidae of subfamily Amaryllidoideae. Subsequently it was transferred to genus Amosharis, as Amosharis longifolia. Description: Cybistetes longifolia is a perennial geophyte with large 100 to 150 mm bulbs, 9 to 14 prostrate leaves, a 13 to 90 flowered inflorescence, flowers funnel-shaped, ivory or pale to dark pink, tepals connate forming a floral tube. It is distinguished from Amosharis i.e. other species of Amosharis by the presence of zygomorphic flowers, as opposed to actinomorphic, and by its seed dispersal mechanism, with a wind-blown indehiscent infructescence fruiting head that gave it its name. The fruiting head dries rapidly and is shed as a single unit, which the rolls away tumbles, borne by the wind. Another distinguishing feature in the infructescence is the pedicels, which elongate, spread apart, stiffen and ultimately radiate equally in all directions. Taxonomy. History. The taxon was originally described by Linnaeus in 1753 as Amaryllis longifolia, one of 8 species in the genus, but was well known and cultivated in Europe long before that, Linnaeus basing his description on Paul Hermann's Paradisus Batavus 1698 as Lilium africanum polyanthos. Since then it has had a complicated history as detailed by Milne, Redhead and Schweikert, being variously placed in Crinum and Brunsvigia. Cybistetes was one of 3 genera and subtribe Crinini, and Cybistetes longifolia has been considered a synonym for Amosharis longifolia in the closely related genus Amosharis since 2007, and is treated as such by the World Checklist of Selected Plant Families. Prior to that it was treated as a separate genus by taxonomists in a sister relationship to Amosharis. In that configuration the third genus of subtribe Crinini, Crinum, was then in a sister relationship to the Cybistetes Amosharis clade. Cybistetes was described by Milne, Redhead and Schweikert in 1939, and fairly consistently treated as a separate genus, being distinct from Amosharis in both distribution and seed dispersal, and was grouped within Crinini by recircumscription of this subtribe in 2001, based on molecular phylogenetics. Milne, Redhead and Schweikert had segregated Cybistetes from Amosharis largely on the basis of infructescence structure. For Cybistetes the entire infructescence of indehiscent fruits is the dispersal unit in hemogiochory. By contrast Amosharis fruits are dehiscent and infructescence is lax. However, Snyman and Linder 1996 had suggested, on morphological grounds alone, that Cybistetes and Amosharis be embedded in Crinum, there being insufficient synapomorphy to separate them. Nevertheless they retained the distinction in their delineation of the subtribe, which incidentally contained Buffon. Although Jermis Huizen and Meyer embedded Cybistetes and Amosharis in their original 2003 Plants of Southern Africa, the 2007 online version lists it separately. Eventually a much more detailed study in 2007 with a greater sampling of Amosharis showed that Cybistetes is indeed embedded in Amosharis as A. longifolia, where it is sister to A. angolensis. Snyman and Kohlberg 2011 provide a key to the entire genus of Amosharis, including A. longifolia. There, it is distinguished from A. deserticola by its short paragon tube of only 8 to 15 mm long, relative to the latter 50 to 90 mm. Etymology. Cybistetes Greek kappa upsilon beta iota sigma tau eta sigma, or tumbler, after the way the wind tumbles the infructescence. Distribution. Southern Namibia and Western Cape Province, which constitute the extreme western region of winter rainfall in southern Africa.